Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo, and today I want to talk about Antonio Brown. Yesterday I made a video about him possibly coming to the Texans, with all the drama that's going on. And we saw reports that, he talked to Mike Mayock, he apologized. He talked to head coach John Gruden, he apologized. And he was even going to play on Monday, whereas they said he was not going to play and he was going to get fined. Well, just as in a couple hours, things changed, because this morning we see how he asked for his release because he still got fined and now he wants out. Now this gives me not kind of a hope, but kind of what if Antonio Brown comes here? Because if he gets released, he could choose where he wants to go. The only NFL team besides the Oakland Raiders, so he just followed back on Instagram, is the Houston Texans. He follows DeAndre Hopkins, And, like I said, take this with a grain of salt or a pound of salt. But if Antonio Brown comes here, you're looking at from which was maybe the best wide receiver core in the NFL, to the best wide receiver core the NFL has ever seen. Just think about the matchups you will have. Antonio Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller, Kenny Stills, Kiki Kuti. On top of that, the running backs you just traded for, and the young tight ends who have so much potential. If Antonio Brown's come here, it is Super Bowl or bust for the Houston Texans. Now, he is a cancer. He does bring drama. But, what kind of situation would it be good for if he came to Houston? In the Raiders organization, he had nobody to check him. Who was going to check Antonio Brown? It wasn't going to be Derek Carr. He's not a leader. He's not a superstar. It was going to be John Gruden, who's somebody who's living off his Super Bowl from almost 10 years ago. No, you have leaders on this team. You have J.J. Watt, who's not going to take anything. You have DeAndre Hopkins, who's not only his friend, but who is on the level of superstarism. Then you have rookie quarterback Deshaun Watson, who they filmed together for the Madden long shot series in the Madden 19. So they have history together. They have companionship, but I just feel like it could work here because I think Antonio Brown needs to go to a team with sauce, needs to go on a team with swagger, with finesse, and we have that now, Deshaun Watson is the king of swagger. He's the slime line. Deshaun Watson wants the highlights. He's Mr. Primetime himself. And what better from Antonio Brown to just come here, And Bill O'Brien, he might just get him from 1 year, If I was Bill O'Brien and I want Antonio Brown, I say, hey, let's put all this mess aside, all the drama aside for this season, strictly football. And at the end of the season, we'll talk about contracts. Now, if Antonio Brown is able to agree to that and everything works fine, this team will not only make a deep run in the playoffs, but has a good chance of winning the Super Bowl. Why? Because you have so many options. You're not going to know who to guard. Your best corner is going to be on either Hopkins or Antonio. Your second corner is going to be on either Hopkins or Antonio. Your third best corner is going to be on Fuller or Stills. Who are you going to guard on this team? You're going to have to pick your poison. If Antonio Brown comes to Houston, Texas, Deshaun Watson is breaking records. Just how good Antonio Brown is. The past 5 seasons, he's never had less than 1,200 receiving yards, less than 100 catches, less than 8 touchdowns. The guy is a playmaker. The guy is a future Hall of Famer. The best wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers the NFL has ever seen. He don't drop the ball. He's Mr. Toe Tap. He could take over a game. The only thing that's really a question is his attitude. And I feel like with the leaders here, like I said in previous, J.J. Watt, Deshaun Watson, Hopkins, even Bill O'Brien himself, they don't even really have to put him in check. All you got to say is, hey, right now, just ball. And if that happens, we could be looking at a Super Bowl for the Houston Texans. Now, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe to me. I think if we do get Antonio Brown, I think it could work. Now, if it doesn't work, hey, no harm, no foul. Cut the guy. You move on. You still have Hopkins, Fuller, Stills, Kuti. But it doesn't hurt to try. Like I said, the Rockets tried it with Carmelo Anthony. It turns out it didn't work out. Cut him. Hey, that's it. No harm, no foul. Let me know what you guys think. I will be posting a video either tonight or tomorrow. You know, my predictions for the Saints and Texans game. If Antonio Brown gets picked up between today or tomorrow, this video is going to be so much fun. But besides that, guys, you guys have a blessed Saturday. As always, go Texans. Quick shout out to Miss Desiree Calvillo for recording, you know, behind the